special. And
You
going
know,
back to
like
you,
to say rock hard. Shit. Yo, I want to see that match. Gotta get it.
Now I was mentioning that because when watching SummerSlam and all of the talks that me and Chris was having as far as um, just women's competition in general, but now that we on WWE, I'll keep it on that scope. Um, where he was mentioning, man, I would love to see a faction, and I was co-signing like, man, like that. I think if they brought something like that just out of the blue, like that would blow the lid off competition in general, storytelling in general, because now you kind of forcing something to happen, especially if you got a dominant faction. So watching SummerSlam, and it wouldn't necessarily be a faction because it's only two, at least that come to mind right now. But I'm watching how the match ended between Liv and Ronda, and at least for me, I could feel like a heel turn with how Ronda carried out taking the L. You know what I'm saying? So if they're able to carry on with that, I still would love to see her team up with Shayna Baszler.
Oh man, I mean with you, bro. Like I would love to see them fight each other. I would love to see them be a tag team first because
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. Start off with that
you
friendship.
bring
Yep.
yeah, and you bring a good point up because when you have this depth on the women's roster to not have the tag titles and then you bring in Io and Dakota, which they should have been called up a year ago probably, but like now they're on the main roster. Let's say they do get a Sasha or Naomi back. You still got people like Reina Gonzalez, Lacey Evans. You still got Rhea Ripley. You got all these talented
Shotzi.
You got
Rashasi,
wild talent.
yo,
You got
wild
wild
talent,
talent, and you only got two belts for
and
each
with
for
triple
each division.
yeah, and with Triple H in control of the tag, maybe gives him more respect because I think that's why Sasha and Naomi walked out. They feel like they were like these are like consolation prizes. Now, yeah, we all know they're consolation prizes, but if you treat it as such and you don't treat it with the importance of like they want to build a legacy with these tag titles rather than
Right.
just put it on two girls and go out there and figure it out, and we're just putting it on you just so you can say that you're doing something. No, I think
Like
Triple H can.
no lie, Iconics. The Iconics should have had an
Man,
iconic
yeah, yeah,
run,
yeah. Definitely.
Exactly. So
but
like
they should they should have been like the Eddie Christian of the women's
they
division.
should have been the backbone of what a tag team should be in WWE because they had to act way before the belts were even arrived. They was like it was
They
made for
were
them.
they were an actual tag team.
Yeah,
Nigga, hold on, they were high school classmates, my nigga. Like,
yeah.
so it's the shit that you talk about with tag teams that like can't be like the succinctness of knowing your partner. Like how we was watching watching the Briscoes and FTR. Commentators is like, yo, the Briscoes just grunt to each other sometimes, my nigga. They don't even. That's how they communicate. Like when they tag, they go like type shit. Like that's how in sync them niggas is.
That's
Mhm.
Type
crazy.
shit. Tag team.
Yeah, where you
I
can just like grunt and they already know what you mean when you just say it's like you have your own language, like you're so in sync that but if you let's say you're doing the wrong spot and you just make a grunt like like and they know what to do already, then that means that you have that chemistry that you can
That's
build a legacy
unmatched
with,
chemistry.
unmatched, and
Unmatched,
that's how
man.
you get legendary tag matches like the Briscoes and FTR, and the women need time to build that on all
yeah,
fronts and create that because what's the most memorable women tag team we've had was it Sasha and Bailey because they actually have
Probably.
chemistry,
Probably, yeah.
so you can't just stick two women together and say all right, figure it out, and we're just gonna give you titles. Let's build the iconics up and have them have the straps and set like a template for respecting the tag division. And that's why I have a problem with even with the men taking two guys and just put them together like this
Yeah, just
AJ
sticking them
Styles
together.
Dolph Ziggler thing. I'm so not interested in that at all because I'm like, there you guys keep making the same mistakes. Not that it can't work if they have chemistry, but they have to have seen it first. Like the Rock Solid connection was chemistry before they even became a tag team. And like, yo, we got to go with you guys as a tag team. There's certain people like Team Hell No, Dan Bryan and Kane. It works because they had an angle on a feud as separate single stars that just ended up making sense and becoming a tag team. RK Bro, even them, like it made more sense as it went along. I don't like the whole forcing it though, like the AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler thing. Whether it's on the women's side with Nikki Ash and Rhea Ripley, I don't like when you just try to force it. It doesn't come off as authentic. So eventually they're going to break up. It's just only natural. let's start establishing and pushing the women further in the tag division by seeing who actually has chemistry and that can make it a long lasting, run in the tag division. And then you can start getting chemistry in the ring. Like that's why I fuck with I know I'm going long here, but the tag team in NXT, KC Lane, they still call it KC Kevin
Casey,
Zaro, and her name was Lacey Lane before, but I forget what they changed her name to.
yeah, they changed their name a few times.
But they've been tagging for like 3-4 years, or no, it feels like 2 years at least. But I think they have some chemistry where they can be a legit tag team for years if they can keep them together.